Hello students, welcome you all for the course of MBA Semester 3 Advertising Management. Today is our lecture number 21 and we are going to start a discussion on message strategy part 2. Okay, in the last session we discussed about the message strategy part 1. So the objective of our today's session is help to understand the message strategy and other related components of that message strategy. So the contents of our today's session are concept communication or message testing, message testing process, advertising message strategies, message strategy, effective message strategy, message executional framework. So first of all we are going to start a discussion with respect to concept testing or communication testing, and in general we call them as message testing. If you remember in the last session, okay, we discussed about effectiveness of messages. Wherever we see the process of how to assess the effectiveness of messages using certain processes. Wherever we came to know the process of creation of the message. So while in case of creation of the message, we need to create the different messages, and how exactly it is to be created, and it will be assessed on the basis of some different steps, okay, that we were seen the some introductory part in the last session. Okay, so today we are going to see how exactly the message has been tested or any concept or communication has been tested. So generally we are using two techniques, two methods particularly for message testing, wherever we are constructing the message and that message can be exposed to some group of people by means of conducting either focus group interviews or some different sort of communication test would be there. Okay, so by means of that we are getting the replies and other opinion with respect to that particular messages. Depending on that, okay, the effectiveness of that messages can be judged. But there are some different steps that we are applying this message testing. The first one is identifying the right messages. So various messages are constructed, and the appropriate message that will induce the biased behaviors or which will have some most favorable attitude in that particular message, okay, that can be taken as an appropriate or right message for which the further steps will be implemented. If we are not in a position, okay, with respect to whatever message has been framed, we need to refine that message once again, or until unless we will get the desired appropriate message that will convince the targeted group of customers very effectively. So what customers are being looking for which we need to define our correct messages so that we can induce the biased behavior. Simultaneously we need to identify in that particular message, does that message promote the advertisement recall. So whatever form of message has been framed by using different sort of sentence or construction of words, symbols, statements, we need to have a very good positioning statement. By means of that we can measure the advertisement recall or message advertisement recall, determining the message recall and playback. Here we need to read that message again and again and identify how does the message recall has been effective, and playing it by again and again, okay, into the different media, okay, and try to identify or determining the message recall. Understanding if the advertising strategy is cohesive across the medium. When our advertisement message would remains the same across the medium, that time we should have to identify whether across the medium our message must be same. Once our message must be same, that time we need to think our advertising strategy, okay, that we need to relate our advertising strategy across that medium, okay, that should be also same. That would have a very good effective theme specifically once we are designing any advertisement campaigns. So we must have some unique theme, okay, that should be developed across the various mediums. Understanding the audience or demographic of the audience. So whoever your targeted audience, try to know about their demographics. This will help to define, okay, once we know these targeted group of customers or target audience, that by means of that we are in a position to identify whatever messages that we are going to transmit to them, okay. So that should be as per their convenience, okay, their preferences, okay, and so many other attributes that on which basis that we need to test our messages. So whatever our intended audience has been supposed to be there, are they able to convert whatever form of input into the output? Means exactly, okay, how does the sender wants to transmit that information, okay, or the here the targeted audience, they are in a position to convert that messages into relevant information. So once we know, okay, how to test these messages, okay, internally within an organization, then and then only we are going to formulate the further message strategies. Now whenever we are talking about this message testing, generally most of the advertisers as well as marketeers, they are using some message testing processes. Now in this message testing processes, here we are conducting various criterias and try to assess the that particular advertisement messages on the basis of that different criterias. And we are also using our persuasion processes, okay, that is primarily used by the audience. How does the audience could get persuaded? Depending on that, we can define, okay, our advertisement test. If our persuasion process to get the maximum exposure, such kind of test can be conducted by means of using, okay, circulation and reach. Media which is having largest circulation or largest reach, okay, in that case the exposure would be higher. The advertisement exposure or message exposure would be higher. Whereas if our advertising objective is to grab the attention of the user, okay, so how does that we should have to measure the message testing we need to conduct, either by means of using the recognition of the ad or brand name. So majority of products can be recognized by its brand name or even the advertisement individual. Once people they are giving some due attention to that particular advertisement, okay, uh, we came to know, okay, whether the product information has been passed to that particular targeted group of customers. One can have another objective that is called as comprehension. Here we are giving detailed information with respect to product and other related attributes. So that can be conducted, the message can be check it out with the help of recall lists and what information that user has been transmitted through the several media. The another form of persuasion process is message acceptance. So whatever communication has been made through messages, okay, that could be assessed by means of using brand attitude and purchase intention, okay. So message effectiveness that can be using that can be identified with the help of brand attitude. So either we have a positive brand attitude or negative brand attitude, whether the purchase intention will be in a positive way to convince that targeted group of customers that is available in that particular message or not. So on another objective would be a retention objective. Here we want to retain the existing group of customers, okay, over a period of time, and try to conduct some different sort of message effectiveness test, okay, that is called as recall over a time. So recall test can be conducted, okay, and by means of which, okay, we are going to identify how does the product information can be transmitted, and that particular targeted group of customers that can be retained or not. Particularly these retention would be helpful to those customers, those who want to switch over their brand. If the company is looking to stop such kind of switch over, okay, so in that case that retention strategy could work, okay. The last form of persuasion process is purchase behavior, wherever the targeted group of customers they will take a final action to purchase that particular product. Here we are using various forms of sales measure, okay, that should be in the form of promotions. So lots of promotional activities, okay, that can be there in our overall communication process, but does it being transmitted to the targeted group of customers, okay, using an appropriate promotional process policies. So different promotional strategies can be used, okay, and their effectiveness can be used over here, but understanding of that particular information, does it yield an acceptance of the product, that is a matter of question, particularly during the comprehension and message acceptance. Whenever the customers knows about the particular product, okay, does it mean that they were accepted the product appropriately, and does it lead to sales to that particular product. So finally each and every company is looking for sales. So does the customer has the information, does it lead to sales of that particular product. It could not be happen in that particular way, okay, wherever we need to conduct that message testing very appropriately and try to identify each and every related information with respect to that particular product, okay, that should be formulated using effective dramatization of the advertisement and other components of the advertisement, and finally it should be tested. Now we are going to have a topic that is called as advertising message strategies. When we are talking about advertising message strategies, that finally depends on our advertising objectives. It consisting of objectives to pursue and methods in the use in the advertisement or any advertisement campaign. So primarily we need to list out our objectives and how does the we want to pursue among the targeted group of customers, and simultaneously we need to focus of these advertising objective, how to achieve these advertising objectives by means of using certain methods. We need to have a good marketing as well as advertising strategy by means of promoting the brand recall. So here we are using this strategy. Simultaneously we are also using linking the attributes to the brand name. So majority of brands can be recognized with the help of even attributes also. So whatever ingredients which are being available in that particular product. Creating the brand preferences, okay, here we need to generate some likes and dislikes among the products. Depending on that we can create it. Share the customer into the action, okay. So whatever form of information we has been made available to the customer through effective form of communication, okay, we need to scare that customer into action. So try to present that particular form of product information by means of using the product uses and other customer benefit that they will receive. So presenting the customer, okay, particularly by means of buying that particular product. Transforming the consumption experience, here also similar form of things can be there as we will discuss right now. So here one can transmit the relevant information to the target user or other peers also. so they can share their experiences also in that particular advertisement. Some other methods would be there. We need to situate the brand socially. So nowadays the working of overall marketing and advertising activity has been um, totally challenged with respect to the availability of media nowadays. So with respect to the new media, specifically internet, okay, so lots of challenges would be there in case of marketing and advertising. So we need to situate the brand socially, and we need to work for some uh, different aspects of the society. Say for example, corporate social responsibilities would be there, CSR activity, some social activities. So we need to associate the brand socially also, and that should be get connected with the public. Define the brand image and identity. So here we need to promote that particular product based on some particular brand image and identity also. So there, here our brand ambassadors, our spokespersons, that will be helpful in this case, and we need to promote that particular aspects of that relevant brand and relevant attributes with respect to brand appropriately. Here the customer persuasion can be made through different types of advertisement. Okay, that we will already discuss about some different forms of advertisement in the classification of advertising. But nowadays we are working with the different sort of advertisement that is made available to the different media. So there will be reason ads, or that is called as why ads, wherever we can identify the reason behind the purchase. Okay, reason behind buying any particular product. So say for example, Flipkart ad campaign, इतने में इतना ही मिलेगा. So in this way that we are going to convince. Some hard sell advertisement would be there, okay, which would be not very much effective in generating the sales. But we came to know, particularly say for example retail outlets and majority of retail shopping malls, even many e-commerce companies, okay, they were started making the use of that hard sell. Let us discuss that is what the X temptation ad would be there. The chocolate boy has been represented. So this is a hard sell ad. Then other forms of advertisement would be comparison ads, okay, by means of using the comparative advertising. Then information only ads. Here lots of information could be made available with the product ad. So this is the product ad, okay, that you are seeing with Organic India. This information only ad is also called as advertorial ads also. And another form of advertisement that is called as testimonials ad, okay, which can be giving some particular form of evidences. And demonstration ad would be there, okay, which can be dramatized with the help of product uses has been represented in these ads. So we came to know that different advertising message strategies has been primarily used in the advertising industry. When we are talking about the our message strategy, okay, that message strategy should be in line with our hierarchy of effects model. That hierarchy of effects model that we will already discuss about cognitive stage, affective stage, and conative stage. Particularly this message strategy must be generic in nature, okay, that must be related with that particular product and the other relevant attributes with respect to that particular product. It should be preemptive also, unique selling proposition. So very appropriate form of communication can be there wherever we can convince that targeted group of customers very appropriately, and lots of information has to be provided with respect to that particular product, and here we are transmitting the knowledge with respect to that product in the cognitive stage. Sometimes we came to know that there should be comparative advertisement should be also there, and there will be an hyperbole. Hyperbole is a form of exaggeration wherever we are exaggerating the product benefits and uses, okay, and we are going to communicate with the targeted group of customer. In affective stage we are using resonance and emotional form of appeals over here. So here we need to generate the likings and concentrating on the emotions of the user. And in connotative stage, okay, here we are primarily focusing our advertisement that should be action inducing advertisement or promotional support advertisement would be there. So lastly, each and every company is looking for sales, and finally it leads to action. So that action would be a behavioral action in the form of sales. So when we are talking about our message strategy, okay, that message strategy describes what is to be communicated and how it is to be communicated. So once we focus on that, our message content, format, and other various relevant attributes of the message, here we came to know about the message idea. Now, our message idea will be contain some main theme of the message, and that should be in line with our product and product attributes. It must have some particular form of appeal also. Okay, by means of that we can convince our idea very effectively to the user. Benefits to be communicated in the message also. Along with that, our copy platform, okay, that is called as advertisement copy platform. Either we are using print ad campaign or television or radio ad campaign, okay, it should be in the form of a written statement, and that should be fully describe that particular message or idea very effectively. So even when on radio, okay, we should have to narrate the complete description of the ad, okay, along with all different form of audio visual media also wherever copy platform needs to be designed. Messages or creative formats would be there. Okay, here we are using some broad creative approaches over here. By means of that, creative boutiques are there, so they are transforming your existing message, okay, with the help of creativity. So that creativity can be introduced, okay, particularly by means of using the creative formats. So that should be used to communicate the message idea to the target audience. So here we need to make your message more and more effective. Then message effective message strategy. That effective message strategy can be get formulated with the help of certain parameters. Our message should be as clear as possible. It should be consistent. It should be persuasive and credible. So your message need to communicate the core idea of the message. Okay, the central theme of the message. Okay, that should be matched, okay, by your advertisements, and it is necessary to inform and motivate your target audience to take some actions. So finally, whatever form of message strategy that any of the advertiser has been using, okay, they need to focus on their key idea with respect to that message, that is called as core idea. When we are talking about the message should be clear, okay, in that case it should be simple and it should have direct form of communication, so that it should lead to some sort of motivation among the user. So we need to keep in mind the reading level of the target audience. So how audience are being particularly choosy with respect to their reading habits, specifically in case of our print ads. Wherever in case of our audio visual advertisement on television as well as on radio also. So majority of customers, majority of the viewers, those are switching their channels, okay, or moving from one station to another station during the commercial breaks, and that's why it is quite necessary to get attentive to that particular message. So here we try to focus on keeping the message as simple as possible, and by means of understanding your target audience. It should be also consistent, okay. Whenever we are talking about the consistency, we need to have a repeated messages across the media. It should be persuasive also, so that we can deliver the appropriate benefit with respect to that particular message to the targeted group of customers. So what customers will get after buying, after watching any particular advertisement, so there would be some different sort of needs, okay, different sort of desires that one can need to satisfy. Deliver rational and confident messages. So here our communication messages would be so confident enough that we can deliver the rational benefits to that particular user, and it should be persuasive in nature, okay, so that we can convince the targeted group of customers largely. It is credible. The information must contain in your message must be believable. So we need to create the advertisement as believable as possible, so that people can convince very easily. Then effective message strategy. Okay, here we are talking about the different form of creative formats and as well as the executional framework. So these are the creative formats that one can use in our day-to-day life by the advertisers. So we came to know testimonials. Okay, that testimonials are very common, we will discuss right now. Then slice of life also. Then analogy, association and symbolism by means of effective comparison of the products also. Some sort of tricks with respect to photography and exaggerated situation wherever we are going to communicate regarding that product benefits. Okay, word plays and or association of words has been made by means of using some sort of phrases. Some sort of honest twist would be there by means of using some humor would be there. Sometimes fear appeal has been used, and some other form of comparisons, product comparisons can be used over there. So these are the general creative formats which are being used in the advertisement. Then how to execute these creative format or how to execute these advertisement by means of using animation, slice of life, dramatization, testimonial, authoritative, demonstration, fantasy, and informative, okay, way. By means of using that executional framework we can have a very good advertising strategy. So let us discuss one by one this message executional framework. Now we are already familiar with the animation, okay, which can be generally seen in the cartoon shows mostly. So originally used by films with small advertising budgets. So this kind of campaigns can be sometimes having a low advertising budget also. But with the help of this low advertising budget, okay, one can have a very good creative strategy that has been made a very good successful strategy by means of using that Vodafone Zuzu campaign. Similarly, Amul butter, okay, that is called as they were used some form of cartoon advertisements on different timings. This will increase the use due to advances in computer technology and play animation also. So with the advent of new technologies, say for example computer technology and graphics technologies, so new forms of models, new forms of cartoons can be get formulated that will be useful to create an awareness with respect to that particular product. So animation advertisement has been one of the greatest tool, okay, which can be used as a message executional framework. Along with that slice of life, okay, that is called as even dramatization. Okay, here whatever form of situations can be there in the advertisement which can be displayed, okay, with the help of effective dramatization. See the advertisement of Lipton green tea, okay, which can be reflected according to different situations even also. And this is the bingo Yamitos would be there. Okay, it was a very funny advertisement has been there. So overall the complete picturization or dramatization has been shown with the help, and that we relate with our slice of life. So this the whatever form of information has been there, okay, so how to encounter to any particular problem or interaction or solution and presentation of that particular idea, that can be depicted with the help of effective dramatization. Here we are also having some different forms of message executional framework that is called as testimonials. That testimonials can communicate the credibility of the product. Okay, so we were already familiar with Dove campaign with the help of that litmus paper campaign. Okay, so this test paper behaves like the surface of your skin. Okay, that will communicate the how the product, okay, with respect to how the that particular dove soap has been smoother and effective for the skin. So this form of advertisement has been primarily used by the business to business ad as well as service sector, and this will enhance the credibility of the product also, and as well as the that particular brand. The source would be here customers or paid actors can be used in the advertisement, okay, which can be very commonly seen in this advertisement. Sometimes it will be authoritative, okay, along with some scientific evidences would be there. So there would be company spokespersons, experts, scientific evidences, or survey authority evidences can be shown independently or by means of some authority, which can be also used by business to business ad. Some cognitive processing with respect to relevant information that can be made available, and especially in case of print media, such kind of advertisement can be widely popular. So here we have some different advertisement. Okay, let us see the Complan advertisement that will communicate 2x faster growth as compared to their another brand. uh, this is the Dettol advertisement. Okay, um, Dettol का धुला तो माँ भी माने, like that. And similarly Olay campaign, okay, that will communicate the benefits with respect to anti-aging, 7 measures that they were listed. So these are the evidence based advertising by means of conducting some appropriate experiments, okay, that can be communicated using these authoritative advertisements. Then we have a demonstration ads, okay, that will reflect the product used in that particular advertisements. Okay, say for example, this is the Colgate toothpaste advertisement. Okay, here once eating any particular product or something else, okay, how does the the overall mouth or overall putting your oral health at risk, that they wants to communicate in some different sense, or how does product has been effective enough in clearing the teeth as well as gums, and many of the benefits that the product would offer, which can be completely described here. This will be also used by business to business sector also. Okay, there are different other formats, video, TV and internet formats can be used. Now we are talking about the fantasy. That fantasy could be a representation of some sort of reality, but it is exactly beyond the reality, which cannot, which can be just only imagined and can be represented in the advertisement. So common themes that would be identified in case of some sort of advertisement that will depict some sexual objects, okay, and love or romance, okay. Some advertisement that should be related with even contraceptives that you will be identified, okay, with the help of fantasy. Okay, love, affection, romance can be identified. Say for example, in this is the advertisement of Cadbury Dairy Milk Silk. So how far will you go for love? Okay, so here you will find out the love fantasy over here. Now this can be also applicable by many of the retailers. So here you will find that uh, some advertisement of, that is Reliance Fresh, that they will try to use this advertisement by means of using that genie. So how much people are being going to pursue that genie over here? Even in the television advertisement, that genie has been reflected into these advertisements. So some sort of products, say for example perfume, cologne, personal grooming products, that can be presented, okay, by means of using that fantasy, and that fantasy could not be work very well in majority of the advertisements. Then we would have another form of executional framework, that is called as informative framework, wherever that informative framework works well on the radio advertisement as well as audio visual formats like television. It should be also used by business to business, and various forms of buying situation can be reflected in this advertisement. The level of involvement sometimes would be higher in certain advertisement only, but but the customers those are not very much inclined to this media. Okay, wherever we find out that there is low level of involvement in buying these products. But in, say for example, in FMCG, we came to know about a higher involvement of products also, and they will be pursued very well. So that's all about this today's session. Thank you very much.